All right, well, we applied our knowledge from the text to our project as a whole. We started our final project by setting our goals in the form of our project proposal. Also, we set group and individual goals each week to keep ourselves on track. Our main goals for this project were to use the knowledge and experience of ourselves, the students, and faculty to create a better version of the campus cognitive science page that would aid in informativeness and ease of use in the page. The weekly goals we set started with the basic get the page up and running to more important steps like talk with affiliated faculty members, survey students, add course descriptions to the web page, and create different side tabs on the site. Data gathering, we surveyed students at MNSU Majors Fair with a questionnaire, as well as gathered information through them after experiencing their page and our web page. And I will show you the questionnaire that I used to give to the students as well. Which is right here. So for the most part, we'll talk about it later, but they are open-ended questions. And there weren't very many because we didn't want students to not want to take our questionnaire because most of them were on a time limit. And when developing our questionnaires, we included some demographic information such as age and gender on one but not on the Major Fair one because of, again, the time situation. Our main priority in the Major Fair was to quickly gather relevant and substantial information. The web page questionnaire, the other one, was more in-depth and more directly pertaining to our web page and its function and ease of use. This questionnaire used checkboxes and ranges, Likert scale ratings to gather our data. Our analysis of the data from both questionnaires was done by identifying patterns between them. We also gathered information about topics that would be important to faculty in our webpage design by interviewing them separately through semi-structured interviews. We had a list of topics about which we wanted to ask the faculty member and to see if they had any input or ideas about those. And there were also a few ideas we already had that we asked their opinion about as well in the interview. We considered doing a focus group with all the faculty members involved with the major, but we thought in order to get opinions from everyone with no other influences and to schedule everyone's time, it was a much better idea to do them separately. We also didn't want them to rush through the meeting because they didn't have the time since they had very busy schedules. The data was mostly qualitative, which was helpful because it gave us exactly what people were thinking about and specific answers that helped us create the page. For example, the jobs portion of the web page was inspired by the Majors Fair students wanting to know what they could do with the major. We also had conducted interviews with the qualitative data as well, and they were open-ended questions. We identified recurring patterns and themes in the interviews to decide on the most important changes to make through content analysis in the surveys and discourse analysis in the interviews. We conducted our questionnaires early on in our data gathering, so we had not the understanding until later that we needed to perform more in-depth usability testing to such a degree in Chapter 14. We do, however, have a number of users making a particular error in the previous page, such as the courses and related courses. Not all of those are actually required, which is misleading to students. The only error that participants made on the new one was not reading the clicking line at the top of the page, letting them know that they can click on the links to get all of that good information.